So tell me, what is your concept of justice? What do you think justice is?
Justice. I don't really know how to like define justice really. Well, it depends on like what you're really talking about. I mean, it's like what is justice?
Justice. Let's say we're talking about concept of right and wrong and receiving payment for a crime that you commit.
What's the difference between right and wrong? I mean, some people don't know the difference between right and wrong. It's like, I don't know how to really answer that.
Okay, let's try it this way. What should happen? Let's say there's somebody who molested a child, a little girl, and they didn't do it all at once. They molested her over a course of years, and then finally it just got so bad that they molested her and finally just killed her. What do you think should happen to that person?
That's a good question. Just being human as you are, I mean, you kind of know the balance, you know, between right and wrong, in a way, and it's like, really, I mean, to have gone through that and experienced that, it's, you know, I mean, justice can only be done, you know, so far as, you know, like punishment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to carry that for the rest of your life, you know, so.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably his punishment, you know, in its own way.
Should that person go to jail? Should they have, I mean, we're in Texas, so, I mean, there's death penalty, you know, should that person be held accountable and responsible for his actions?
I'd say so.
Okay, all right. Now, this is hypothetical. This does not exist. But let's say you were the person that molested and killed a little girl. Now, what should happen to you, knowing that you did it?
I don't know how to answer that. I don't think.
This is hypothetical.
Just me being a beam, I don't think I'm fully capable of doing that. So.
Okay. I know that's pretty severe. That's pretty severe. Let's take it differently. Let's say you were guilty of speeding through a school zone for handicapped children, and you had all the clear warnings, and you did it anyway, and you got caught. What should happen to you? You don't know? Okay, all right. If there's... Yeah.
I mean, it happens every day, you know, I mean...
True.
You know, nobody's really, in a sense, you know, innocent, you know. Like, we're all guilty of something.
Yeah.
So...
But should we face... I mean, murder is bad.
Right.
You got somebody, you know, going back to our first scenario, you got somebody that's doing something bad to little kids. I mean, we both agree that they should get their just due. They should be, you know, right. It's easier, I think it's easier to pass that sentence on someone else, but whenever we look at our own selves, excuse me, it's a lot harder, because you know, we just don't want to be that harsh on ourselves. Okay, so now let's get even tougher. It's going to get tougher. Tell me what your personal beliefs are, what your faith background or no faith background or whatever.
I'm not really sure what I believe in.
Okay.
You know, I was raised a Christian, you know, pushed into those beliefs and whatnot. Just the experiences that I've had through life, you know, I think that's up to a person. I don't think that you can necessarily, I mean, that's what life's about, you know, is for you to figure out, you know, your own beliefs, you know, your own little system that works for you, you know, and I don't know.
Do you believe in a God?
I'm not sure. I want to say yes.
Yes. Okay. You're brought up with Christian background, so tell me about that. What is Christianity as far as what you understand?
Christianity is more of you just believing that a being named Jesus that once lived on this earth died for you, you know, and that you're automatically going to be saved. You know, it's like, I don't know, the whole concept is just really difficult, you know, to completely grasp and understand it. It's like, I don't know, you know.
What makes Christianity different from any other religion?
I don't really look at it as, I don't know. I don't know what God is. You know, I consider myself God. You know, I mean, you control. You know, you have choices and whatnot. So it's like if life is predestined. You know, God puts you on this planet for a reason. Then why do you have choices?
How do you view yourself? Do you view yourself within your Christian roots to be good enough to gain heaven?
Well, I think just by, you know, spreading love and, you know, reaching out to others, you know, you'll obtain your own heaven. Because heaven and hell to me is now. You know, reference to, you know, the crimes, you know, that we commit. You create your own heaven. You create your own hell. You know? It's like you can make it whatever you want. You know.
Are you in heaven?
There's no rules to it.
Okay. Are you in heaven or are you in hell right now?
I would say that I'm in heaven.
You're in heaven.
You know, that's something that, you know, I try to preach is love, you know, and just trying to reach out to people and do the best you can.
Okay. What about, okay, now let's talk about the criminals. What about everyone that has done a heinous crime? Is it okay for them to get heaven?
That's entirely up to them, because it's like you said, I mean, you know, if you commit a crime and you know, if you feel guilty about it, well then you're creating your own hell for yourself, you know. It's like you're punishing yourself, so I don't really know.
Okay. So let me know if this makes sense. So if a murderer goes out and commits murder, then they could exact their own punishment and just say, well, maybe I won't eat ice cream for a year, and that's sufficient.
Well, I really wouldn't look at it that way.
Would you consider yourself to be a good person?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'll test you based upon the Ten Commandments. How many lies do you think you've told in your life?
I don't even know.
So, okay, so you've never told a lie?
No. I've told lies. I'm pretty sure everybody has told a lie on this planet. You know?
Okay. What do you call somebody that tells lies?
You could call them a liar. I'm just as confused as everybody else. I'm just trying to put together the puzzle pieces, you know, and figure it out for myself, you know.
All right. Well, I'm going to lay something really heavy on you in a very short amount of time, so just go ahead and listen and tell me what you think after you know, a finish.
Okay.
Just by that one thing, okay, taking you through the Ten Commandments, telling lies, or think about how many things you've stolen. It doesn't matter how valuable it is, or if you've used God's name in vain, it's blasphemy, or if you have ever committed adultery or had sex outside of marriage, you know, that's a violation of one of the commandments in Christianity. Jesus said that if you even look at a woman with lust, you commit adultery in your heart already.
Right.
So if you admit to doing those things, then God would see you as a liar, as a thief, as a blasphemer, and as an adulterer at heart, if not, you know, a fornicator. So because of justice and what we're talking about, if God is really truly just and truly holy, you know, much higher than we are, then he would be angry at people breaking his commandments. So just like in the judicial system where criminals will pay for their crimes, you know, that's what the Christian, or at least that's what the Bible talks about, why there's a hell and why there's a heaven. For God to show his mercy and his love, exactly what you talked about, he's got to show his hatred for the bad things that people do.